I'd like to welcome you to the June 2nd, 2022 Board of Public Works and Safety meeting. Roll call, please.
Mr. Margraf?
Here.
Mr. Long?
Here.
Here.
Are there any conflict of interest statements of the board?
No, sir. No, sir.
No. Approval of the minutes of the meeting of May 26th, 2022.
You good?
Yes.
Make a motion to approve those minutes?
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 5, bid opening. Actually, this will be a quote opening for the disposal of the contaminated soil, I presume, Mr. Button, from the Robertsdale Lead Remediation Project?
Yes, sir. The consultant solicited quotes from 2 landfills to receive the lead-contaminated or lead-impacted soil. Yep. So there should be 2 quotes for you to open, please.
And I'm going to open these, and we're just going to read aloud the total amount that they
It'd be a unit price amount.
that they quote.
Yep.
Okay, first one
Cost
is
per ton.
from Waste Management, Joliet, Illinois. The amount from Waste Management is $25.50 a ton. Is that the number you're
Yes, sir.
looking for?
That's the number we're looking for.
$25.50 a ton. That's from Waste Management.
Thank you.
Okay? And secondly, we have Republic Services from Brook, Indiana. Their quoted amount is $22 per ton. $22 per ton.
Thank you, sir. If you
Public
could,
Services.
if you could refer those to the consultant, Enviroforensics, for review and tabulation and recommendation.
I will then make a recommendation, or excuse me, a motion to forward this to the consultant for his review, recommendation, or tabulation and recommendation.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item 6, matters from department heads or their representatives. Nothing? Okay, thank you. Let's go on to correspondence. Item A, correspondence received from City Engineer Dean Button requesting the approval for change order number 5, a deductive change order in the amount of $24,909.59 from Milestone Contractors for the 173rd Street Refuge Island submitted for approval.
This is the project that the city had received funds from NERPC. So it's a federal aid project. It was a Highway Safety Improvement Program fund project. It was a 90% federal match and a 10% local match. This is the deductive change order. This really is the last change order for the project. Credit on compacted aggregate, and I'd ask for your approval of that change order so we can close the project out.
Make a motion then to approve Mr. Button's request for the approval of change order number 5.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item B, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting the approval of the agreement with First Group Engineering in the amount of $6,000 for traffic evaluation. Mary Burns, Hicks Elementary, and Kenwood Elementary Schools submitted for approval.
Engineering Department, Councilman Tyler and the school city of Hammond met several weeks ago to talk about the issues that are happening around the former Maywood School, now Mary Burns Hicks Elementary School, and also Kenwood School. And Councilman Tyler has agreed to cover the cost. At last week's board meeting, the board may recall the funding agreement was approved at that meeting. And so we've had a number of complaints by local residents, particularly around Mary Burns Hicks Elementary School. And I know that school is soon to be finished for the year, and so the consultant has been out there this week doing his evaluations in advance of the approval of this. They understand what they're doing. And so I'd ask for your approval of this agreement with First Group Engineering.
Okay.
Good. I'll make a motion then to approve Mr. Button's request for the agreement with First Group Engineering.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oops. Item C must be stuck. It's here somewhere. Oh. Item C, correspondence received from Port Authority Director Mylan Krasinski requesting permission to have professional fireworks show for both their annual 4th of July fireworks celebration and the annual Hammond Marina Venetian Day and Night festivities on Saturday, August 6, 2022. Both events are contracted with the Mad Bomber and have the proper insurance and professional expertise.
I can advise the board that the park board last night approved these requests.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Smith.
I will then make a motion to approve Mr. Krasinski's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item D, correspondence received from Milestone requesting permission to restrict traffic and close all side traffic for approximately 4 hours on June 2nd, 2022, and close Johnson to through traffic from June 3rd, 2022, and through the rest of the Chicago Street Phase 2 project.
I would ask for clarification on the request. I apologize. I was led to believe that Johnson would remain open through the entire rest of the project. Could you check that on the letter? Because it's
Okay, let's see, Milestone would like to close all side traffic for 4 hours to pave the main line of pavement. We believe with all the side streets closed, this will be the safest and quickest way to complete this work. After this work is completed, Johnson Avenue would be reopened at the end of the day to traffic.
right. So today, yeah, it's sort of different than what the agenda item
Right.
says. Johnson will be reopened by the end of the day today, but so today they're paving the main line, the south side. So Calumet Avenue and Sheffield are still open to traffic, but all the cross streets are being closed so that they can run what we call the main line asphalt down. And then by the end of the day, Johnson will be reopened, but all the side streets will remain closed. Of course, the north side of Chicago Street will be open to two-way traffic, and those streets going north from Chicago Street will all be open. But the south legs will be closed except for Johnson.
Okay.
And that's really to try to complete the, they get the asphalt in, because they've got all the other work done, and, well, I could go on.
Yeah, I'm just glad they're reopening the street. That would be, we didn't want that street closed if we
Yeah.
could help it, so.
So sorry about the agenda item, but I would just clarify that Johnson will be reopened by the end of the day. And I did ask the consultant to inform me when the 4 hours will begin today, so I can let the PD and fire department know that they're ongoing, that they do have it closed.
It's only June 2nd today.
Today for 4 hours would be a full closure, and then by the end of the day, they'll have Johnson completely reopened
What the
to
letter said.
through traffic.
Okay,
Okay, I will make then a motion to approve Milestone's request.
I second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item E, FH Passion Ragnar Benson JV is requesting a full closure of the Monon Trail from June 6th, 2022 through June 6th, 2024, between 173rd Street and Ridge Road, 173rd Street to the river for Hammond. The Monon Trail detour will begin along Ridge Road in Munster, traveling west on Ridge Road to Holman, then traveling north. The detour continues by traveling east onto 173rd Street in Hammond. The Monon Trail will reconvene active access where it is perpendicular with 173rd Street. This is not going to be an ephemeral time,
Definitely not.
Good morning.
correct? Mr. Gordis?
This is part of the train
Right.
construction.
Sure.
And basically, the bike trail is on an easement on the Monon. So basically, this would be a FYI for us.
Sure.
But they're starting the construction, so I would recommend approval.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
I will make a motion then to approve the request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item F, correspondence received from resident Gabriel Garcia requesting permission to hold a block party on the 6700 block of Alabama on Saturday, June 4th, from 5 p.m. until 10 p.m. with signatures attached.
Did we agree 10 was going to be the time?
I don't know if we agreed to it in time now, the summer months are here.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, just after dark,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You good then?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to make a motion then to approve Mr. Garcia's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye?
Yeah, I think I blew it on that first one, for some reason.
Oh, so,
Item G, correspondence received requesting a rental registration hearing.
June 30th. Okay, I will make a motion to set that to June 30th, 2022.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye?
Aye. Page 2. Matters from board members.
No, sir.
Anything?
No, sir.
Okay. New business. Billing received from Axis Architecture for Hammond Fire Station Number 2, submitted for approval.
Mr. President, you may recall this is pursuant to the resolution that was passed by the board whereby you approve and then it goes to Port Authority.
All right, sir?
Okay, then I will make a motion then to approve the billing for Axis Architecture.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye?
Aye. Item B, permanent easements for the properties located at 425 Sibley Street, 5127 Holman Avenue, and south of I-80, I-94, and north of Little Calumet River. Warranty deed for property located at 4926 Holman Avenue, and temporary construction easement for 4926 Holman Avenue, submitted for approval.
Assuming that these are standard that we've got from NICD in the past, I don't know if Mr. Button has any objection to these.
They look familiar, but I didn't realize it was on.
Do you know if today's a deadline for them, or should we defer them? Could we defer these to next week, please, so Mr. Button and I can confer?
Yes, we were just
Absolutely.
looking to see if there was a date kept.
No, there wouldn't be a date on
Okay.
the,
Yeah, I
on
don't
the,
see a date.
Okay,
Sure.
then,
Dean, we just want to, okay.
okay, then I will make a motion to hear this at next week's meeting, which is what, June?
The 9th.
June 9th, 2022.
I second.
Those in favor?
Aye?
Aye. Okay. Agreement to rehabilitate property located at 3407 Kenwood Street, submitted for approval.
I believe it's signed. I request its signature and approval by the board.
It is signed. Okay.
Okay, then I will make a motion to approve the agreement to rehabilitate 3407 Kenwood.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Right-of-way permit 1, submitted for approval from engineering. A thumbs up from the gallery from the engineering department.
I will then make a motion to approve the right-of-way permit.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye?
Aye.
Aye. Item G, garage sale permit submitted for approval. Yeah.
Nice. 2 days.
We're good.
2 days. You got the thumbs up. 1 day. 2 days. 2 days. Why everybody's having 2 day sale? Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the garage sale permits.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, item F, rental registration for properties located at, we'll just take them one at a time, Nick. Number 1, 6144 Harrison, 5915 Columbia, I'm guessing that's 4 units. 5917 Columbia, 2 units. 5919 Columbia, 3 units. 5921 Columbia, 4 units. Is that what the number in parentheses is?
Actually, Columbia is a single structure. It's a 4-unit single structure, so I'm assuming those would be the
Oh.
bedrooms within the units. So the address according to Lake County is 5915 through 21 Columbia. It's a corner property right there on the corner of, yeah, Columbia Alliance. Let's see, we got the property owner here. Mr. Isom?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Okay.
So Harrison's not part of this.
yes, he is.
It's going to be, we're doing Columbia first.
And just for your reference, this is the print for Columbia.
Okay.
15 through 21.
Yeah, that's what
Oh, so that's all of them?
Yeah,
That's one
covers
building.
all of them,
Okay, I got you. Okay.
So according to our Department of Records, Mr. Isom's owned 6144 Harrison since 2007. It's a single-family home. It looks like we are here for 2021 and then subsequently 22. He has registered on time in the prior years. And then the Columbia property, which is a 4-unit, he's owned since 2005. We are here for the same years of 2021 and then 22. And it's a 4-unit property. He's registered on time since with that property as well.
4 units, 2 years.
So you just want to explain to us, just for the record, what happened 2020?
I can just say time had got away from me. I had a lot of problems with my family. My brother passing in April. My mother, I'm a caretaker for her. She's 79 years old. This is her second. I'm her second son. She only have 2 sons. So when he passed, she's been upset and falling out, and I take her to the hospital. It's been ongoing.
And the history's been good, you said, right, Nick?
Yeah, we haven't had any issues. Anytime there's been an issue, he's been responsive and he's taken the time to do improvements to the property, hire contractors.
Good.
Yep.
Okay. I will then make a motion to waive the late fees for both properties for both years.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah. Nick's got it. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Needs that one back. Let's see.
You're going to wait till after the meeting?
Yes.
Okay, you can just have a seat. Thank you, sir.
Oh, there it is, right there, that one. Yeah. 6320 Nebraska. Mr. Mansfield?
We have Mr. Mansfield as the property owner since 2009. It's a single-family home. We're here for 21 and 22. He's registered every year on time in prior years since his ownership.
Okay.
Once again, single-family home?
Correct.
Sir, for the record, could you just tell us what happened both years?
I've just been burning the candle from both ends. This last 4 months, I got into an apprenticeship, and we've been doing 60 hours a week for the last 4 months. I just haven't had time going to school too, so.
Okay. Just a reminder for both of you, you can register from January 1st to April 15th.
Yeah,
And also, the board usually only extends the courtesy of waiving the late fees one time, so just keep that in mind going forward, okay?
okay.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to make a motion then to waive the late fees for both years.
All right, thank you.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. $1510, 170th Street.
Jose Marin. All right. Seeing as the owner fails to appear, I would request that the board deny the appeal of the late fee waiver. Yeah, so,
Yes.
yeah, during the research, this was a 2-unit property. Actually, I would request that the board forward this property address or recommend it forward to the Smith Surgical Office for collections. As since his ownership in 2019, the property has never been registered under his ownership, so we're here for 2019, 2020, 21, and 22. There's also a full homestead tax exemption claimed on this property as a 2-unit. Mr. Palmerin also owns a 2-unit in East Chicago with his home address listed as Tulip Avenue in Portage, where in Portage he also claims a homestead there. So I would request that the board forward this property to Smith Surgical Office for collections.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion then to deny the appeal and to apply the late fees for all 4 years to the property and forward it to Smith Surgic for collection.
Thank you.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 2149 Lake Avenue. Ms. Burke?
Okay.
2149 Lake. So this property, Ms. Burke? All right, we're here for 2022. Ms. Burke has been, well, under the LLC, has been the ownership since 2009. She has registered in time since, but seeing as the owner fails to appear, I would request the board deny the appeal of the late fee. I have not spoken with her or anybody related to the property in regards to not being present today.
Okay, I agree to you. Good. Okay, I'm going to make a motion then to apply the late fee for 2022 for the property located at 2149 Lake Avenue.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anything further, Nick?
I think we have a few set from
Okay,
last
coming up.
week, but other than that.
Thank you. All right, item 10, old business. Letter A, status, 4240 Wabash Avenue, agreement to rehabilitate.
Good morning, Board. This is set for status due to the expiration of the rehab agreement. Mr. Kearney's requested an additional 30 days to do inspections to determine the status, so if we could set this over for 30 days.
Is July 7th okay? July 14th?
14.
14th?
14th? Okay. 14th, you will be on vacation? 14th is good. Okay, 14th, please.
Okay,
Festival week.
Right.
yeah, we still meet. Though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
be here.
I will make a motion then to, to set this for status to July 14th,
I mean, it is
2022.
It is early.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And, Mr. President, I forgot to request a status date for the 3407 Kenwood address. If we could have 90 days just to set a status to check after, because that's when the rehab would expire. That was new business C. So if I could request a status for 90 days on that as well.
Sure.
July, August, September.
Just go maybe right after,
8th?
yeah, let's go right after Labor Day, sure.
So then I will make a motion to set 3407 Kenwood for status to September 8th, 2022.
I second.
All those in favor of that?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Item B, status rental registration, 3323 Kenwood, 6315 New Jersey, and 6641 Carolina. We had these last week, I think.
These were the properties from last week that Max Management has contended they registered. They have provided photocopies of a receipt with a sticker number. So I ran a report through our database to pull every property address that was registered under that receipt number. I have 4 pages, 54 properties, and I spent yesterday evening pulling every property out of the filing cabinet to ensure that those addresses were not attached to those other rental registrations, and subsequently did not find them still. There's also another question that's calling concern in regards to like the dates in which some of these are processed under the same receipt number. The majority of them have a date of March 9th and March 10th as being paid and processed under that receipt number, and then the sticker numbers correlate within the parameter of the ones that appear on the photocopies that they provided. However, there are a few that I noticed have February dates of being processed under the same receipt number, and the sticker numbers are not in line, or they appear right next. This one on Belmont appears next to the one of the stickers he's claiming that was registered that we don't account for. There's another set of properties they registered with a February date, and those sticker numbers, there are 400 property addresses difference, or 400 unit difference between, these properties and this one that has the same data being processed. And the receipt number is actually lower in February than the one in March.
So are you,
I'm contending that the properties weren't registered, because
you're contending that they have not been registered
Correct.
yet?
Correct, because all the addresses that I've pulled and looked at under that receipt number, that were paid on that time, they're not.
So it's not an individual receipt for each unit?
No.
They pay a bunch at a time?
Correct, so what they do is they took like an entire batch of properties that they manage.
Yeah.
And they register them at the same time, which is somewhat beneficial, because then we can track, to make sure that, they're doing it each year.
So what do you suggest we do going forward? She's gonna have to prove some other type of paperwork?
Correct, if they have copies of it, then I would request that the originals be brought in, so I can,
So we need to invite.
Do them myself.
Set this for status and invite them.
yeah, I believe that they have other property set, is that correct? The 23rd? Maybe we just set these on the same date as the other ones?
So set these for June 23rd? You good with that? Okay, so then I'm going to make a motion to set 3323 Kenwood, 6315 New Jersey, and 6641 Carolina for status to June 23rd, to give them an opportunity to be in front of us.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. Item C, status 2024 Calumet Avenue, notice of violation.
Morning, Board.
Morning.
I did reach out to the owner again via phone and via email and got no response. So we're just requesting another week extension just so I can try to get a hold of the lady to give me the deed restriction.
June 9th. Good to go, guys? Okay, I'm going to make a motion then to set 2024 Calumet Avenue for status to next week's meeting, June 9th.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, item D, Cindy Rivera. Thank you for waiting.
Good morning.
Hammond Public Library Board, Foundation Board, clarification for 2 road closures for September 17th, 2022.
Okay, what we're asking for is them to close State, the corner of State and Soul, and just right to the back of the library, because we're going to have vendors sitting in there, and we don't want anybody getting, hit or
We
hurt.
understand that. The thing I think we had concern of as far as public safety goes is the closure of Soul Avenue, because that's a north-south artery that's used quite often.
Well, it's the corner of State and
Right.
Soul, right next to the library,
So,
is what we're looking
you have a
to.
diagram or a
Yes.
sketch?
I have something here that you could probably see, but for some reason, when they took these pictures, the sun didn't away.
I mean, State or what's on the other side, Sibley?
Right, so, of course, on the other side, we're just gonna close from the, the corner of it.
Right.
We're not gonna close the main thing and back of the library, to the back of the library.
So State line's closed at Soul, or Soul is closed? That's the question we have. We don't want Soul to
We
be
don't want
closed.
Soul closed.
Okay, is Soul Run in front of the library?
Runs
On
on
this
the
side, the east side of the library.
east side of the library,
Yes,
yes.
that's what we just need that part from 10 to 3, because we're gonna have food there, and we don't want people going into the street and the cars are coming. Okay, so we just wanted to stop right there behind, just close from that.
What's gonna
corner.
be utilized in the parking lot there just to
That's
the
what
east?
We're gonna have a tent band, and we're gonna have vendors in there, for the community, like, offer different things.
Is it-
and
is
then
it-
for the people to sit.
Okay, is it more doable to do a small section of Sibley Street or State Street?
That's right, I thought that would be too.
Are you going there when you leave here?
Right, but I did.
Because I'm wondering if I can maybe meet you.
is the busier street.
For sure, 100%, yes.
I mean, for
Yes.
public
Okay,
safety, it's kind of
okay,
vital for us.
where I want is, it go from, I guess Oakley is all the way in the back.
Yes.
We're not gonna go that far back. We're just gonna go right to the behind of the library.
Would this help, ma'am?
Yeah.
So if this is the library here.
Right, here's where we
North
want.
is this way, so sort of
We can't.
We showed north going
I
west,
wouldn't like to
No.
either.
right?
Even
The
though it's a
library sits
Saturday.
here, Soul Avenue is here.
Right.
Sibley, State, and Oakley.
Right, so what we
So-
want is Soul to the library, to the back of the library. That's it.
Yeah. So that's a problem for us to close Soul Avenue.
From-
We'd like to,
okay.
we'd like to close State from Soul west. That
You
would be
think-
okay. But
Okay,
Soul
but-
Avenue it's a highly traveled north-south.
You see
Okay.
this picture?
My problem is we're gonna have a band right there.
Where?
So, we're gonna have it
Look,
here.
there you go. Here's the library.
Right. So that is
Where's
gonna
the
be a
band gonna be?
problem. It's going to be in front of the library, which is Sibley, right? What's in front
So
of?
this is Soul Avenue now.
The library
That's
Right.
north.
Sibley.
The library sits here. This is Sibley, and this is State.
So you-
State is the least busy of the three.
Right, so if you put the band up here, we're fine. If you put the band here, where the bike trail is, that is not a good
This is a
condition
very
for
busy
the city.
street.
I didn't even see where the bike trail is.
See,
Okay.
it's-
The lanes here.
Is it busy on Saturday from 10 to 3?
Yeah.
Oh,
Always.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
public
If you'd like
safety,
to
you
use
just never know.
State Street on the north
Like
side,
if you thought about doing it right there.
Okay,
That's
now,
okay.
we're gonna be using the parking lot. We already got the
Yep.
approval from what is that
All
church?
Saints?
All
All
Saints.
Saints.
And then behind, we got the approval from the Baptist Church. So will they be able to get in there if we block that part off?
Can you have somebody man that position to let cars in that are going to your
Well,
party?
yeah, but if we're gonna close that off and there's gonna be food trucks, we don't want cars going through there.
Through where? The parking lot?
No,
Through where?
through the street where they wanna close it off. Because remember, the All Saints are,
That's right here.
right, and then behind the library belongs to the
Yeah,
Baptist Church.
this.
Okay, so it's this and this. So you want us just to do,
Wait, so that's Sibley.
That's
So
Sibley,
that,
that's
if the party's gonna be here between the library and All Saints and here, then you want Sibley closed.
no, we just wanna close for the food. We're gonna use the front of our parking lot for the event,
Okay.
okay? So,
so what road are you asking to have closed?
well, I did want the one on, to the west of the library,
Okay, the west of the library is a parking lot,
right?
and
But
there's no,
on
so,
this side,
okay, that's the north of the library.
okay, the north side.
Right?
Okay.
That's State Street. I think the board would have no problem with
No
closing
problem.
State
Okay,
Street.
from that,
Up to Soul.
Right.
But not including Soul.
I don't know, I
Maybe-
guess,
Maybe if you
no, I
went
guess if
away
we
and
have
drew
to
a
do that.
picture.
I'm just wondering.
I went there this
I'll meet her
morning
o-
to see.
I'll meet you,
How
ma'am,
about
if you're
this?
going there, I'll meet
Chief
you
Long
over
will go
there.
meet you at the library.
Okay, I appreciate
Because you gotta
that.
get the directions and the streets right.
Right,
Yeah,
okay, so
okay.
then you could see what I'm talking about. I
Yeah, if
appreciate
you're,
that.
we'll be done here in about 15 minutes, and I'll
Okay.
come over there and
And
meet
you'll
with
meet me
you
at
if
the
that's
library.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll
sounds
meet you
good.
over there. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, so for now, what do we set this for status to next week until I get a chance to see what she needs?
Yeah, we got a little bit of time.
Okay, okay. I'm going to make a motion to set Ms. Rivera's request to next week's meeting, June 9th.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Ms. Rivera. Meeting's open to the public. Anyone here care to speak? Those with rental registrations, as soon as we get a copy of the paperwork that you're gonna need to make restitution, it'll be 5-10 minutes. We're gonna adjourn, and we'll get that paperwork to you.
I'll make a motion then to adjourn the meeting.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.